Hello. No, wait, that's not right.
That's not right.
What'd you do, Gabe? You broke it.
Didn't do anything.
He broke it. I blame Gabe. We got a little bit of a mix-up here today, chat. We have
What happened to the frame?
yours truly. You gotta click on Jason Main in the sources. Click the little eyeball
Click the little eyeball.
on OBS. So you were just on it. To the thing to the right. To the right. Jason Main. Unhide it.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. That's all you got to do. Well, you also got to turn your chair cam on. Because we got...
No, they don't get to know who I am because I messed up.
We got Gabe!
We got
or
a Jabe.
also known as Jabe.
We got a Jabe and a Jordan.
Yeah, he's not allowed to be Gabe in this
We're
part
taking
of the building.
over.
We're taking over today.
Jen and Jason gave us the keys to the castle, and they're going to find out very soon that they'll regret it.
Yep. We will both have lost all of our privileges of staying here alone after hours.
It's true. They're going to come in the morning.
Let's not screw it up so we can
like,
leave
why
it.
is the office trashed?
Yeah.
It's because we had a party. Yeah, that's right.
Come on, I have
Party at
illusions
Monument.
of being able to come in on the weekend to paint here.
Dude,
Right.
that would be great. Just
really-
to come in and paint at the
I'd really like to.
big old setup.
That'd be nice. I mean, that's like one of the benefits of being so close to work, right?
Do you want endless paint?
Do
If
you
yes.
want endless pain?
No, not pain. Paint.
We getting them. We getting them. All right. So,
What are you painting? Come on.
did a little
What
bit
are
of
we
a
doing
test while I was testing out some cool stuff. I tested some of the not oil wash.
Oh,
Over
You did it beforehand.
a test color last night. I had a little bit extra when I was testing stuff. I was testing a slightly thinner, like less paint application.
Okay.
So mixing in less paint to the medium that we have for it. And I like it so far. That's pretty good. It really pulls the green out a lot more.
Yeah, and it
Which is crazy.
tunes down the hot shoulders.
Well, I have some plans for that today. So we're gonna do a little bit of airbrushing. I am actually gonna do a filter over it, like you were talking
You
about.
hear that?
But instead, I'm gonna do
Filter.
it with the highlight color.
Coffee filters?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a coffee filter.
Great.
Yeah. Oh man, Gabe and I are gonna have so much fun today. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make awesome things happen.
Yeah.
And make Jen and Jason very.
Jordan, do
very
you think
happy.
you would ever try Sons of Forest First Company or Justarans? I don't know how to say that word. To get some cool black power armor.
You mean like these guys?
Ooh.
Or
dang.
perhaps like these guys?
Ooh, dang, twice. That's crazy.
Yastrello, yes. Yeah, so I actually made some custom Justarin Terminators. If you can tell, these are actually a combo of the I want to use the wrong term for this.
Don't do it. Don't use the wrong term.
I know.
Just don't.
They're a riff on the Terminators that come in the box. The scent something, I forget. Cataphracti. Rancid Vomit. Thank you for the tier 1 sub for 38 months. Holy cow!
Dang, 38.
But yeah,
Older than me.
I shaved off all the extra detail on the chest. Let me see if I can get something lighter under here to help kind of. Well, that might help a little bit, maybe. No,
Probably.
not really. Sort of.
I don't know. It helped a little bit. You
Yeah.
can see him better.
But I
Definitely.
cleared off a lot of that extra detail, and then I basically cut away the Power Fist arms to make a little hand spot for the weapon. It's not perfect, but it'll do, and it is a lot more cost effective than buying a $100 pack of Terminators.
Yep. Do you think you'd ever do a black power armor tutorial?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Why not?
We can do any tutorial.
We can do any tutorial.
Wherever you want.
I do actually have something like that sort of on the docket. I don't know exactly when it's coming down the road, but it is coming down the road.
What road?
The short road.
The yellow brick road.
It is a yellow brick road.
We got some hints. Got some hints, chat.
Those were not very good hints.
A short road and it's yellow brick.
Those are terrible hints.
Comment as fast as you can.
All
What
right,
do you think
so
he's talking about?
This is what we got that we're working on here today. These are the ones that I spent last couple of days working on. I have...
Question.
Yeah.
Those 2 giant holes in your tank.
Uh-huh.
What's supposed to go there?
There are little weapons. There's like 2 little guns that sit in these little sponsons right here.
Because if that was just the way it is, that's not a very good tank design.
Correct. You are 1,000% correct.
That hole is bigger than the hole in the Death Star that they had to shoot through.
Well, not really. It's a pretty large hole in the Death Star, to be honest with you.
Hey, it's pretty tiny.
But we got 20 of these guys.
20.
We got the Scorpius. We've got 5 of my custom Justerans. Oh, I can zoom out even more. I'm sick. Okay.
2 millimeter wide.
Boom. We got all these guys. We're looking all fancy schmancy.
Dang. You know what this is? This is an army.
This is like just a portion of the army, to be honest with you. And then we got some Reavers. I'm actually working on building some more Reavers at home right now. I have this guy. I have 3 of them built and the colors started on them.
Nice.
We got those 3 guys done.
Nice.
Well, in progress, I should say. We've got the really cool Forge World Contemptor Dread for Sons of Horus.
That's sick. I love this green color.
How like the grungy deep green, yeah. I want it to be a touch
I know
brighter.
I know what I said, Wad.
But it is really, really nice. I think it does a good job of representing like the grimdark feel that I want. And then we have a group of Cataphracti Terminators that I painted up the week before. So if you haven't been here, this is where we're at with the project.
I like J&J. Good afternoon, J&J.
J&J is pretty cool. We're feeling good.
I like that.
We've been given the keys of the kingdom, and we're going to run around and have some fun.
I'm curious about this sound machine.
I also have this guy
that I hear so much about.
You know, our sweet Praetor. Salamanders? These are not salamanders. How dare you, you good-for-nothing goody two-shoes? Yeah, we are only with the traitor heretics here.
Yeah, that's right, Law Dog. They gave us 347 go bags to give away today.
Oh, dang.
Everybody gets 3.
The ka-ching sounded like the bits thing. Unless he was just making a sound with his thing. He was making a sound with his thing.
I didn't do anything.
But hello, everybody. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Thursday. I don't know about you, but I'm super excited about Thursday because that just means we gonna paint some stuff. I get 3 hours of dedicated time to hang out with you guys and paint some stuff. So that sounds like a pretty good Thursday to me. I don't know about you.
Yep.
But we're going to start
good.
by reapplying some of our highlight color in a very thin glaze form to get some of this green back over this brighter color. We're going to take our airbrush. Our very, very nice working airbrush. Because we spent a good chunk of yesterday getting it all nice and clean. Gabe. Gabe's just over there making noise. He's having a good old time over there making noise. So we're gonna mix. So I got my pre-mix here. This is faded green plus a touch of what is the other color that I mixed with this? I want to say it's warm gray.
So do you just pour that in the bottle and then shake the bottle to get
Or it
the
might
color
be
you want?
black green. I think it's black green.
What is your
actually.
process of getting it into a pre-mixed bottle?
So I have two.
Yep.
And what I did is I basically poured half of a bottle out. Because these are 50-50 mixes for the most part.
Okay.
Especially with this color. So I poured half the bottle into another one.
Great.
And then I mixed. And I poured like half a bottle. So I have two bottles of these, right? So I have like this bottle. And I have another bottle. And these are some of our clear unlabeled bottles. So I just poured half of this bottle into this one. And then half of the other bottle into this one.
Do you know what'd be really cool?
What's that?
We had a label you could write on that's empty.
That'd be pretty neat.
So you could write what you wanted on
That'd be
it.
pretty cool.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Hey,
we
that's-
should get somebody to
That's
make
a great dot.
We should
great
talk to the
idea.
guy that makes those.
Almost like we have one of the designer guys in here.
It'd be
with us.
crazy if we had that guy here.
Hey, you know.
That'd be wild.
Y'all should talk to that guy
That'd be crazy.
right there. You know what's great is when I'm doing this and pointing at him, I am both pointing at him on the
Wow.
screen
I hate that. That looks weird.
and
Well, you're looking, your finger goes one way on that screen and the other way.
yes, but on my screen, my finger on the big camera is pointing at you too.
Oh.
So for me, I'm pointing at you 3 different ways.
Dang. That's wild.
Hey.
That's crazy town.
All right, so we're gonna add an equal amount of glaze and wash medium, which I got a nice new bottle because I officially ran out yesterday.
Nice. That's a good problem to have. It means that it's doing what you need it to do.
Well, you know, the
Right.
great problem to have is running out when you work for a company where you can just go get more.
Right. Yeah. You know, it's like, oh, I'm out. You don't have to run to the store. You don't have to do any of that.
Yeah, I just go,
Shenanigans.
hey Jen, I'm gonna go grab some of this stuff,
Yep.
and then I'm like, I'm gonna make sure that it's not in inventory anymore, and then Jen's like, okay. I'm like, we got.
And then you're like, yeah. Uh-huh. What is
Then
this?
we're gonna add some water to our mix. So this is like 50-50 because we want it to be thin and pretty.
Hello.
Making a mess. Oh my goodness. Hello, Slovak.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Do
I
you
do
ever
hope-
do you ever get like a instant sense of stress that you're gonna say the name wrong?
Not as much. I feel like once you do it.
I'm notorious for saying
For a while?
for pronouncing words incorrectly.
Oh yeah. I think after a certain point, you just stop caring as much.
That's fair. Avian, yes, Jen does give us the "I'm watching you" sign whenever we take stuff. See, I'll go and grab stuff for reference, and then, to make sure that the labels are looking the way they need to, and all that fun stuff. People are always like, "Where are you going with that? Where are you taking that?" I always bring it back. But they're watching us for sure. They're eyeballing us.
Nice. All right. I like how that looks.
Me and Jordan combined, we're like,
We're a pair.
Sticky fingers.
We are a pair. They should beware of the pair of us. Oh, see, that looks really nice. It doesn't show up as much on camera,
That's nice.
but it's very nice.
Gross, Jordan.
Gabe, you're having way too much fun with that thing.
gross. We're live.
So this is just a really quick, super thin filter of color using a lot of glaze and wash medium over the highlights that we put on yesterday just to dull them back down and make them a little bit more green/yellow. Because what we're going to do after this is we're going to take our shadow and we're going to do a couple of layers of adding depth back to the model with our shadow colors. Let's see here. What's Avian saying? Do I? Wait, I do when I say a name wrong. Baby J, is this to make it look like it's getting stained by the rocket contrails? Are you talking about on the Scorpius? Hi, Source. Abiotic Sphinx, hello. What is a color mix that you recommend that is close to Xandri Dust?
Xandri Dust is like a... Do you know what Xandri Dust is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's like bone color.
It's like a bone... It's like... But it's more like ivory than bone.
Yeah.
It's like a darker ivory, but it's not... It's more yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I would say... It's hard without having the color right next to me to just like match it.
Source, you're crazy. I look nothing like that guy.
If you took, it's hard. So what I would recommend, Abiotic Sphinx, there is an app for your phone called Paint Rack that you can download. And with the premium version of it, it will allow you to color match from our brand to other colors. So if you are looking for like a GW paint, it will tell you the colors that we have that are similar to those paints. We don't make a color sheet like that because we don't base the colors that we produce off of colors that other manufacturers make. We just make the colors that, frankly, that we want to see in the line.
Yep.
True. And you know, we feel like the colors that we make are unique enough, but they can be mixed and such, typically 1-to-1 to make whatever you want. And our colors, because a lot of them are so few in different mixes of pigments, you can mix our colors really, really well to get other hues.
Source did make a good point, though. The problem with those apps is that it doesn't tell you how to mix to get close to the other paint. It just tells you what the closest single paint is.
Right, but that's a good starting point at least,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because then you can take it and kind of do a little bit of the...
I feel like if you took ivory and darkened it up in some way, you'd get pretty close.
Yeah, because I want to say like ivory with like literally just a dot of like yellow ochre. But or golden brown probably is better.
Yeah, I would be interested in.
I'd have to look at Xandri Dust to be able to tell you.
Would bone and ivory kind of give you that look?
Bone might be
too gray.
Too gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Jason's here.
Hi.
Hi. We got a guy.
Hi.
His name's Jason. I don't know if you know that, but he's Jason.
Hi.
He's like new around here.
We need a color laser printer. So
we don't have one.
So we're taking donations for a color laser.
Did you try to print it out?
I wanted to come and
show something cool off?
And no. I'm not showing them.
Okay.
Showing us something cool.
Yeah.
Well, I already posted it for you guys. So.
Yeah, it's cool.
But I can't show you, chat, even though I love you. This is very secret. This is very secret. But we need a color laser printer. So I've come to implore that you could donate a penny, and if we get 5 million of you to donate pennies.
5 million pennies.
Hey Jason, can I order a color laser printer for the office?
I don't.
Or you know what? Maybe Gabe shot. He's a professional at this. Gabe, you want to ask?
Hey, so
I don't have the proper authority to answer this question.
You know what would be really cool is if we could print stuff here before we send it to print.
Well, that was
That was why I came to beg for a color laser printer.
You know? But here's the fun part, too, is that, fun fact, Gabe used to be the print aficionado at his last company. So I know all about printers.
Did you steal a printer from him?
I got very close.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, they did offer me one, but I didn't have anywhere to put it. It was nice.
Mistakes that Gabe has made.
Where's Jen to get the authorization? Exactly.
Yep.
Where is Jen to get the authorization?
Law Dog. We'll send that file right over to you. You can mail it.
This one?
You're not allowed to know.
Yeah.
Mo, what's happening?
Hi, everyone. We've brought Jason here today. He will not be here for too much longer.
I have sharp objects. I'm about to kill Jordan.
Heck yeah, though.
Because he's singing.
Oh, I'm gonna sing when you're gone? Whew! Don't watch the VOD of today.
Chat, I have to apologize ahead of time for the employees of Monument Hobbies. They do not represent Monument Hobbies.
Wait, that's not how that works.
I think that's wrong, but... Punisher says, I'm kind of a print aficionado here, too. Press print, it prints. Out of toner? Yeah, you bet I can swap it out. You're a pro.
Hey, I had to teach people how to swap toner out when I was working at other places. Those print cartridges can be a little bit of a doozy.
Yep.
There are companies that you can print out an entire proxy cube on good quality cards. We just did that.
We did actually. In fact, we did much more than just a cube worth of cards.
We just did that. We printed an absolute crap ton, $900 worth of cards.
It was like over $300.
$900.
It was just sub $1,000.
Over 3,000 cards.
Over 3,000 cards?
Over 3,000 cards.
Over 3,000 cards.
There you go, chat.
Yeah.
We're nerds.
Absolute craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't about, I wanted to get everybody having the ability to learn Magic and play Commander around here, but I didn't want to force everybody to go buy a good Commander deck. Because when you have the likes of Ruben and people that have been playing forever, and they have the absolute donkey-kicking decks, so we now have, everybody has the most OP decks on the planet, and it was very cheap.
We just play here.
For proxy in the building.
I have to build sillier decks.
We
did that.
We just hang out here and play.
You need PA Nurgle Snot Green? Sounds like a personal problem. What color is your snot green that we don't have that color?
He sounds like Christopher, because Christopher says the same thing. Christopher likes that snot green.
Yeah, exactly, Source. The proxy cards are amazing.
They're actually really
They were
good.
actually
It's like
really
$21
nice.
a deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cheap.
Cards.
I will pay $21 for a 100-card singleton deck to play Commander with. I have no problem with that at all. Can we get MTG Monument special cards? Have the backs with donkeys. Donkey kicking. This is my donkey kicking deck. Yeah, exactly. Easy. $21. Easy. I mean, it's plus shipping, and I think shipping is like a minimum of like $40 or something like that, because it's like some printer overseas that does it.
It's definitely going with your friends kind of a thing. So you can all split shipping together. Or you get your boss to pay for expedited shipping.
Clarkatron, yeah, heavy titanium white is amazing. It can do everything a little bit better for blending and all of that than the regular titanium white. It just can't airbrush. So, I mean, it can, but you
just gotta think.
Just use the regular titanium white at that point. But,
Yeah.
All right, I'm leaving.
Heck yeah.
I'm leaving.
Question before you leave. Do you need a new bottle of glazed wash medium?
Yeah.
Okay.
How did it turn out on the printer? That
Horrible.
terrible?
Because it's not in color.
Yeah, it's not a color printer, and the contrast is all jacked up.
Ooh.
But
I dig it.
okay.
Is it cool,
I
Jabe?
dig it. Yeah, I dig it. I really dig it.
I did that change,
Yep.
which I like.
Yep.
It's kind of an in-between,
I like that.
just to see how it sides out on there.
Yeah.
I think that's what we use, that bottom spot.
Yeah, and we can move it lower too if we wanted to. That's sick.
Alright, sucks it. Alright, sucks it. See you, chat.
Very cool. Lots of secrets.
Wait, let me see real quick before you go.
Also, Jason, I love that you left my office and you were like, "All right, let's get back to real work." And then you
Well,
kept
this is my calendar. This was my calendared item for today.
Oh,
was it?
So,
Yeah.
so
cool.
it was real work for you, but not for.
Yeah. Well, this was on my calendar to do today.
Okay, cool. I was so funny to me because you kept sending stuff. I was like, he's really into this right now. I love it.
Gabe came over. He's like, he's still working on that thing. All right. So that part is done. perfect amount that I mixed in there, which is great. So we're gonna rinse this out, and we're going to
So that's why we're slowly adding more cards to our collection. A couple of us did like mono color decks, and so you get like 30 something lands, basic lands, and we just decided, you know what, let's go to the game store and pay pennies for real land cards, and then swap those out for cards we can mix in there because we know what the other people are going to play.
I got really neat custom lands though.
Yeah, but I would rather get more cards to do what Source is saying, where you kick my butt, I'm going to come back and kick yours. Because I have the cards to do it.
I have to admit, my ninja deck is pretty gross.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks. It's not fun to play.
Yeah. You just like to take stuff. You just like to take our fun things.
I don't even take that many things.
And then your next deck is going to be a giver.
I am going to make a deck that is a giver. It's a giver of things you don't want. But it's hey, look, I'm giving you stuff. Not my fault if you're not a huge fan of what you get. Just saying. All right, we're using second premix here. This is a mixture of black, green, jade, and a little bit of warm gray to get it to be a little desaturated. And get this nice
Cliff Jumper, you
color.
Totally should. We're open till 4. Come say hi. You get to see Philip's beautiful face in the front.
Philip is beautiful.
He's our beautiful front desk person.
He's just there.
Yep.
We like to keep him there.
We pay him to sit at a desk and look pretty. That's it.
Do we pay him to look pretty, or do we pay him?
We pay him to
just
look
because he's there.
We pay him to look. Yep.
All right, and then this is the same thing. It's another 50-50 mix of. You can see how watery this is. 50-50 mix of glaze and wash medium.
Ooh.
Plus the premixed paint that I had.
Heck yeah. What are you gonna do with that?
I am gonna shade with it.
Shade.
Yeah, I might actually need to make this a little bit thinner. But we're gonna
Thinner.
Yeah, I might need to add a little bit more glaze and wash medium to it. Let me see how.
Avian said, Baby J, I totally do not have a tab open to buy monument paint. ... Do you have a combo or set of monument paints for orc skin?
For orc skin?
For them big orky boys.
For them orky boys? I don't know if I have like a specific, like, we don't really do pre-made sets like that.
Nope.
So your best bet would be to do a custom set, which we do on our website.
Yep. BYOS. Build your own set.
Yeah. So the way our custom set system works is you pick 8 paints that you want, you stick them in your cart, and you get the same deal that you would get from a pre-made set. So that's a great way to get a bunch of colors that you want specifically for like a project or a particular thing that you want to use them for.
Avian said, go on.
So if I were to do orc skin,
Yep.
I would do.
Give him a green. Give him a green. Would you want to start with the darkest dark being a black brown? Brown black. I never get that right. The order of that.
I don't hate black brown as a base.
Yeah. We're doing stuff.
So I tend to prefer like camo greens when I'm doing orcs. I don't like the really bright saturated greens.
Yep.
So I would probably do something along the lines of kind of what Gabe was talking about. Doing like some black green, or black
Yep.
brown,
See ya.
and then doing bye. Doing black brown, and then I would do like dark camo green. Stuff like that would be really
Yep.
good.
Yep. What would you do for highlights?
That I would build up into some more saturated greens with.
Okay.
So for that, I would do stuff like
Pale green.
no, that's a little too pale.
Okay.
I would do like bright yellow green
Ooh.
or yellow green.
Do you think you could, not with paint in it, because that'd be too much paint, but do you know how people hold like bottles with the tops of them off and they like blow into them? It sounds like whistles or like
Yeah.
you know, do you think you could do that with, no, with the airbrush though? Don't do it with paint in it.
It's not gonna be high pitched
Too much.
enough. Yeah.
It's too much. Too much air. Colortron, I feel like nobody likes a person who beats them. I feel like that's just the thing, right? Nobody likes playing the person that beats them. Because objectively, there's worse decks to play against than Jordan's ninjas. But I hate playing his ninjas.
Yeah, he's not a fan.
I hate it.
I do win a lot though.
But
So,
then
there's
Jordan
that.
takes one of my decks and beats me with it. Now I hate that deck too.
I did do that once.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
I
did
did
do
make so my wife, I'm trying to convince her to get into playing Magic. It's been a very uphill battle.
Are you
she's
making headway?
So to kind of give a base level, she's into video games and stuff like that and board games and all that. So it's not like, you know, out of the realm of reason.
Yeah,
but,
you're not.
You know.
This is not impossible.
Yeah, it's not impossible, but it's still pretty rough. Headway right now is that she wants to make her friends angry when they play. She likes to watch her friends be angry.
Okay.
She's very, very mean. So I was like, well, what's a mean deck that I could play and build for her? So I put together a mill deck that is disgusting. And it's very frustrating to play against. I played Christopher, beat him in 4 turns, and he's like, I'm never playing this again. I had the commander essentially says that if a player were to mill a card, double it.
Okay.
So
that's what the commander says?
Yeah, if they mill 1 or more cards, they double it instead.
Okay.
And there's a card.
That's fun.
There's a card in the deck that I've pulled twice now, out of the 100, that says target player mills half their deck, and then you double it, so they just mill their deck, their library. It's gone, and then on the start of their next turn they lose.
That
or
is rough.
It's funny watching, because that didn't happen for a few turns, but it's funny watching them mill cards, and they're like, "Oh, that's the card I needed. You suck." You know, awesome.
This is why people don't like playing against mill decks.
I don't remember. Let me look it up. Let me Google who it was.
However, one of my favorite cards in Magic is a mill card. Did I tell you that?
What's your favorite card?
Archive Trap.
Archive Trap.
Yep.
So it's a mono blue commander.
You should know what this card is if you're building a mill deck, because it's probably in there.
Yes. Let's see.
It's amazing.
It was Bruvok. Yep. Yep. Bruvok. I don't know how to say him, but very funny. Very, very funny to play. It's definitely something I would hate playing against, though. I like those decks that kind of have an ulterior motive. You know, they're not following the status quo of trying to deal 40 damage. It's either like Christopher has a deck that's trying to deal commander damage. I've got a mono green poison deck that's fun. You don't care about it. You're just trying to get the nasties.
You know, there's a deck that
stinkies.
you win the game if you play the card. It's a card that requires you to have 200 cards in your deck. If
What?
you play it, you win the game.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Or something. It's something, something, something. You win the game.
Yeah. But I've never played Magic until we ordered these cards, and so far I'm hooked. I'm very, very into it.
Yeah.
Probably a little too into it.
You can probably understand how I got hooked.
Yeah.
In Boy Scouts, which is when I first started playing it.
Dude.
When I was like 12.
Can
you imagine? It's nuts.
So when I was in middle
I was
school
sold.
and like growing up, I got really into Minecraft, right? That was my thing. And it was a lot of kids' things. But if I had picked a hobby like Magic where I'm purchasing cards, I would be so broke right now. I get too... The only reason that I feel like I can control it now is because I have enough spending money to like satiate the hunger to open a card pack. But back then it would have been
don't get into Lorcana,
a quarter of my paycheck. No, I refuse. I know that's not something. But I said that about Magic too. I said I never would do it, and here I am.
The game's great.
The other thing too is the only card packs I have been buying, I have interest in buying, are the Lord of the Rings ones. That's because I grew up with Lord of the Rings, and I'm very intrigued by that. And it's just cool. It's like a kind of a merging of two things. And I know that it's interesting because Jason loves Lord of the Rings and he loves Magic.
Yep.
But he's not a fan of Lord of the Rings cards.
Yes.
He thinks they should be very separate. Which I think I would have agreed with him if I had been a
Magic person
for so long and a Lord of the Rings person for so long. But because I just started, I'm like, oh, this is sick.
It's definitely a little like column A, column B for me.
Yeah.
Because I also grew up on Lord of the Rings. Like that's the Lord of the Rings miniatures game is what got me into miniatures. So it's like I have a love for that IP, but I also grew up playing, Magic. So it's like one of those really, really weird situations where you're like, I'm excited to see it, but also, why don't you guys just make more Magic stuff?
Yeah. Well, I think for me, it's because I have no understanding of the Magic lore at all. It doesn't, none of it. Like, it seems interesting. I just don't know anything about it. But then I see characters that I know. Right?
It's not that exciting. Apparently, they are or were making a live action movie
for Magic.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, I love how you're like, yikes.
Yeah, no, that's rough. Yeah, I heard that Doctor Who was the next kind of across the universe, whatever they're calling it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not a Doctor Who person. Never had any desire to.
I've never watched an episode of Doctor Who in my life.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like, meh. I will say, at first I saw that they did Transformers, and I was like, that's stupid. That is just dumb. But then I saw the cards, and I was like, okay, these are kind of sick. Because it's all old school art.
So I'm kind of shortening up these highlights right now with our base color to make them a little bit less prominent. I'm going to put a deep shade in afterwards.
Looking fancy.
We are fancy.
Looking fancy. Lumberjack Tim says he's painting Black Swan for MCP and doesn't know what to do with the robot she's ripping in half.
Paint it like a robot.
Fleckertron says, I know you don't make oil washes, but what are your thoughts on them for assembly line projects like this?
Well, We don't currently make one.
Yeah.
But you know what this thing looks like? You know, see how this grungy thing looks super cool? This used to be this color.
Well, and it technically won't be oil though.
But it's also not oil.
It's not oil.
You don't need mineral spirits. You just need some water because it's acrylic.
Dang.
So yeah.
Sounds pretty cool.
One of the things that we're currently working on.
So the answer, Clarkatron, is absolutely yes.
Yeah.
To the second part of your question. To the part of your question. But the original statement you made
that's what this
is
was.
yet. Append a yet to that.
Yes. We're working on it. Coming to a Monument Hobbies store near you.
Hashtag soon.
Soon. Hashtag soon. But yeah, this green was this color.
So the only thing with oil washes you want to be careful of is their open time is forever, essentially.
Super high.
So if you do oil washes, you have to be careful about applying more paint over it afterwards because you can still smear the oil even weeks after.
It'll dry eventually to the point where it won't.
You gotta let it sit for a friggin' long time.
If you do a wash, it's not too bad. It'll dry within about 24 hours.
Yeah.
At least to the point where you can like handle it.
I have a buddy who does oil washes, and he'll do it. He just has to be really careful afterwards.
Yeah.
So like even after a week of it sitting there, he's careful not to put too much liquid on the model afterwards, and not try to paint on the areas that are thicker with oil.
Yeah, it depends on how thick of an application you're putting on, right?
So, if you can do it towards the end, that's probably preferred. If you're using actual oil washes,
should generally be the last thing you do.
Yeah, if you're using actual oil washes, but if you use our stuff when it comes out, may be able to be a little bit more nice in there, you know.
But
no Jason or Jen today. They've got important grown-up meetings.
They have important grown-up meetings.
So they let the children run the stream today. So welcome to chaos.
We have the power. We should just stream until they come in the morning. Wouldn't that be hilarious,
dude?
They just like show up at 7 and they hear us laughing.
If we did an overnight stream,
it'd be wild.
I think they'd be. Now, if we finished off the Friday workday as well, they'd be okay with that. But there's no way in the heck that I would be awake at 7 in the morning.
We can order some Red Bulls in. We made this happen, Gabe.
See, Wad's with us.
Wad's like, I'm here for it.
Tim's got tomorrow off. Do you know who would legitimately kill me, though? Is my wife. She'd be very upset.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, so you know that thing we have tonight? Well, I'm actually streaming all night. Now for this quote-unquote product, will you use the same techniques for streaking, or will you be providing tutorials on how to use it when it comes out?
Oh, you best bet we're going to have some videos out there for you to watch.
But it does function pretty much exactly as an oil wash would function, other than...
It's a little thicker, right? Yeah. So instead of thinning it down to a really watery consistency, you're throwing it over the whole model, and then you're taking it off afterwards.
It's very similar, but we will have some tutorials. Don't you worry. The J&J duo will have all your tutorial needs.
Yeah, we will be covering all of your tutorial needs, never fear.
Jordan, we haven't talked about this yet, but did everybody see Jordan's ripped abs in Discord today? Absolutely shredded.
Oh my gosh. I love it. He was so cute. He came in this morning, he's like...
No, hey. I took that picture of him. Yesterday, he's like, Gabe, look at my abs.
I've been working out.
And
Check my abs out.
So I was like, took a picture. Like, I'm using that tomorrow. Yeah, you could.
It gives you a longer open time than just paint retarder, Xenophonetic. The open time is literally like 15 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes. It might even be longer than that. It's really long. I went like a whole stream with it mixed in my pot, and I was using it from start to finish on stream.
And you know we ain't like that. We make quality stuff.
You could wash a shirt on those abs.
Yeah.
They don't call it a washboard ab for no reason. Alright, we're almost done with this part.
Pig Tofu says, hey, Baby J, I was watching the replay of the stream yesterday, nice, where you talked about how you mixed the base color for these, but how did you get the midtone?
The midtone?
Yeah.
The midtone is
A mixture of love.
black green, jade,
Ooh.
50-50.
50-50 black green jade, huh?
Add warm gray to your liking.
Nice. Nice.
That is the official recipe.
I like it.
It's a hard color to get specifically with just two other colors that we have. So the easiest way I could make the recipe was to do two colors in a 50-50 mix and then add to whatever preference you have color-wise. Alright, so I'm going to set this down because we're going to spray the rest of that out. Put some water in there. Get it to soak up a little bit so don't get all weird on me. Oh god, I'm making a mess. I need to clear this thing out. I've been doing a lot of airbrushing lately.
It is so dark. I can't read this tiny, tiny text.
Did you put the light on?
The light is on.
The one above you?
Yep.
So, like in front of you?
Oh, it's on. Oh, you best believe it.
Alright. I dropped the Alright, so we're going to take half of our remaining mixture here. And we're going to throw a bit of transparent black into it to get our final shade. If I can find transparent black. We're going to go, what's the best way to do this? We're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to throw some more 3 more drops of the glaze and wash medium. And this
Picked
needs
up, we
to
said,
be...
then you added yellow to brighten.
I added warm gray.
Nice, nice, nice. We like a good warm gray.
I added a bunch more. I think it even needs to get a little darker. And then more. I want this to be pretty dark because I want this to be a final shade. There we go. That's right, what we're looking for. It's like a dark green, like bluish green black. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to add more glaze and wash to this. And then a little bit more water. Boop. Get it to the right consistency. There we go. That's what we're looking for. All right. So, we're going to reacquire our airbrush. Pour some of this in here. And we're going to start with the tank because it's big. It's easy to not mess up. Alright, we're going to start down here. We're really trying to keep this in the recesses in the bottom here. Really darken that up. Let me zoom this out just a little bit.
Pictofu said, I bought the entire Pro Curl range earlier this year.
Woo.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Still learning how to mix. I spent years in the Citadel system.
Yeah, that's like the one thing about the Citadel system, right? Is they they give you a really simple introduction to just like paint.
Yeah.
But what they don't do is they don't teach you. They don't like give you ways of learning how to like really get like better at painting. The only way that you know how to paint when you learn the Citadel way is how to use the Citadel style, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but it is limiting.
Yeah.
And we want to make everybody better painters, so our paints can be a little bit more difficult to use at the outset, but they will give you the best new things to learn so that you take your painting to the next level.
Baby J spitting truth bombs.
I'll spit anything but the truth.
Spitting truth bombs.
Yeah, I like this. This is looking good. And you can see how it's kind of hard to see from this angle, but I'm trying to shape this front edge so I get nice highlights on the top. And it really defines the shape of this kind of front compartment here. I'm really focusing on that.
In a phonetic, that is literally
I love it.
my life. What do you mean painting? I just collect paint and plastic.
The other thing we might do today is I might mask off some of this and do some stripes on the tank.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Because one of the cool things about the Sons of Horus tanks, which I can show you here real quick, is they have these really cool black details on part of them, where they basically like cut off a whole band of color and they make it black. And you can kind of do this in any sort of orientation. You can see here it's down the middle. So I don't know how I would want to do it on this one, but I think it'd be really cool to do that. I just got to come up with a good a good placement for it.
Don't go dying over there.
Oh, I'm fine. We're good. So that's looking good. That shading's coming in nicely, and we're gonna continue that on the rest of these guys real quick. All right.
Irish Rock said, "Are you doing it, Sons of Horus or another Legion?"
Ooh, somebody else working on Horus Heresy right now? That would be cool.
No, they're asking you.
Oh, this is Sons of Horus, yeah. Oh, yeah. For those of you who may not have been around for a super long period of time here at the stream, when I first started my first project was the new Horus Ascended model. This is the very first thing that I painted on stream. This model is wild, by the way. So I have Horus. And he's going to go with his cronies. Ooh, that's the wrong way. Now, the other ones are not going to be painted quite as nice because this took like 30-something hours. So, we're going to not do quite as much. But I'm loving it. So, good old Gabe.
Can't be
Never
saying I'm loving it.
never letting it slide.
Not do a ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You know? These 50 miniatures will probably not take me 30 hours. But I'm not going to paint them as nice. It's going to take him 300 hours. I play Pot of Greed.
I've spent 5 hours on all of these so far.
Jordan, have you seen that video?
Which one?
The Yu-Gi-Oh! Pot of Greed video? I'll have to show it to you. It's very funny.
Okay. I might have seen it already.
It's very silly. It's just it's in like VR chat or something, and they're playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
And the guy is like, I play Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck, and the other guy's like, that's not what it does. And he like takes it off of his little wrist thing and plays it again. He's like, I play Pot of Greed again to draw 3 more additional cards from my deck. And the guy just is freaking out. It's very funny. It's a silly time. It's what it do, Yugi. It's so good.
I wonder if we're gonna get any fancy people to join us after 4 today.
Ooh.
We had our staff meeting today, and we encouraged people, if they wanted to come hang out with us on stream, to join us after their day.
It's true. Jordan basically bullied them. It's kind of rough to watch. Honestly.
Not really.
He's like, hey, you guys are cool.
You'll be here.
You
wouldn't miss it if you were cool. Gabe was forced to show up, so we know where that puts him. How'd your wife take that, by the way?
Take what?
Hey, I gotta be here until 5.
That's fine.
Okay.
Here till 5 is not bad, because that's like, I used to be at my old job till like 6:30 regularly,
sure.
and that sucked. So she's used to it.
Yeah, getting off work at like 4 or 5 is pretty legit.
Yeah.
It's
I'd
funny.
say so.
I work like an extra day or an extra hour on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week, and I was like, this is gonna be something to get used to. I straight up don't even notice it anymore.
Yeah.
It's like,
no, for sure.
I enjoy doing this so much that it like, I honestly, if Jason were here and he were down to stay, I would stay for like an extra couple of hours probably.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Especially when I have cool projects like this to work on. So. Yeah, Wad. Work. It is work. I'm doing my job.
He's a professional.
I'm a professional at doing this.
He's a professional.
Hey, Biotic Sphinx. This is Sons of Horus. This is the. It's not something you see in 40k anymore. It has since become the Black Legion in 40k. This is the legion that was sworn to Horus during the heresy. After, basically what they became after they were the Luna Wolves.
Would you say that it's the Horus Heresy?
It was in fact the Horus Heresy.
Dang.
That's what they called it. Because that is what happened.
Wild.
You're also doing Sons of Horus? Yeah, I have a slightly more like desaturated color scheme than a lot of people do. I generally don't like the like really dark greeny blue color palette on them. There's some really great reference art out of the books, which has this like really desaturated green like this like pale desaturated green color. And this will turn out more green, right? So this is just an initial layer. It's going to turn into this after a little bit of extra work. because the brown in the not oil wash that I use on these guys takes it from this kind of blue color, this like blue green, and it really pushes it back into more of a green like territory, especially once you start painting on all this yellow.
What is up, Maddie B's mini adventure?
What up?
Coming in the chat saying hi.
Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to Happy Fun Time Chaos Time.
Welcome to Chaos
with the
Chaos.
Jays.
I'm your host, Chaos.
I should sing a lot while Jason's not here.
You should.
I can sing a song.
Maddie B, I'm fantastic today. I'm a little under the weather, but that's okay. Got a sore throat. But it's been a good day. We had Ike's sandwiches for lunch, which was awesome. It's the best sandwich place here. I mean, it's in lots of different places, but
Ike's is so good.
It's so good.
So
we had that for lunch, which was great. Some meetings,
lots of meetings,
lots of time sitting in Illustrator, which I love. It's a good time. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I am working on a project that I'm really excited about. I've been really hyped on Horus Heresy for a long time. Since the beginning of last year. Prior to my move, actually. And we just hired a new general manager for the office.
Yep.
And
Kyle,
his name's Kyle.
Kyle.
He's very cool. He
dude.
is also very, very much into Horus Heresy. So, he has revitalized my excitement for Horus Heresy. And I already owned all the stuff for it, which was awesome, because that meant that I got to basically just like pick up stuff and start working on it right away, which was awesome. So I truly cannot complain about the current state of affairs. All right. Yeah, that shading's actually really helping out. I'm gonna zoom out, see if you guys can see.
The 30K models are really cool. It's so cool. I want them.
Yeah, these just feel like they're a little bit more defined in the shadows, which is what we wanted. Go figure. I might go home tonight and put a bunch of decals on so that I can weather them all up tomorrow. That'd be cool.
Sounds neat. Neato.
Yeah, I have a ton of decals. From they sell like decal sheets for the factions, and I have one or two of those decal sheets plus all the decals that you get in all the boxes, which fortunately, because Sons of Horus are one of the like 2 primary factions that they do stuff for, you get decals for them in every single box.
Oh, that's nice.
So Vexenix, these helmets are from these are actually 3D printed helmets.
You print them yourself?
No, I had a friend of mine print them out for me before I moved.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. These actually, These shoulder pads for the Justarin were actually sculpted for me by a friend of mine.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Was it Marion?
No.
Oh.
No, a different friend. Somebody who I used to work with. He has a wonderful dog.
He has a dog?
He has probably the most wonderful dog I've ever met.
Wow.
His dog's name is Norma. She's wonderful. And y'all should be jealous because you don't have Norma in your life.
I'm pretty jealous.
It is literally... Norma is literally the most well-behaved and amazing dog I have ever met in my life.
Dang.
She's like so well-tempered, like well-trained. She's very neutral temperament. She's like very, very happy to be around people. She's just like happy to be alive sort of situation. Very chill vibes from that dog. But yeah, you can find these plumed helmets online and get them printed out. I preferred them to the beaky helmets. Not that I have anything against the beaky helmets. I just prefer the plumed helmets because they give a little bit more pop of color to the model, which I think looks really, really nice. Alright. Only 6 more guys to go. It's going pretty quick. And then I gotta do the foot slog of painting all the other stuff on them. But it's gonna be very simple. Because the not oil wash that we're gonna do is going to give a lot of definition and shading to those areas, so I don't have to do a lot of manual highlighting and shading, which is great. So it saves me a lot of time, which is fantastic. Oh, we are gonna throw a little bit more back in here. I was like wondering why we were running out of color.
Why nothing was coming out?
Yeah, I was like, this is not tinting as much as I was expecting it to. It's like, oh, because I'm out of color in the airbrush. Alright, there's that. Maybe throw a little bit on the front here. Thank you, Irish Rock 1987, for the compliment. Much appreciated. And you can see I'm largely just working in the shadows here. I really want to avoid killing my highlights completely, but I just want to create a little bit of extra contrast. On the miniature. With this deep shade. Beatsy's Basement, thank you for the raid. Welcome.
Hello, hello.
How are you today? How was your stream? Hope it went well. Welcome, Raider. From the basement we raid. Excellent.
I've got 2 kinds of wet in my pants.
Irish Rock, you bought a Vulcan, you want to repose him like he is on the cover? That's cool. I gotta take a look at that cover to see what that pose is like. Because I know the Forge-Ruled one, he's like doing the thing, right? He's got like the hammer or something. I don't know what he's doing on the cover. Wad Tomato and
Great question, Maddie. So you're gonna go easy on Kyle when you battle him, or because he's the new manager?
I'm gonna hope he takes it easy on me. I'm gonna get my butt kicked.
Yeah, he is
good at this game.
very good.
If it were something like Magic, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take it easy on him. But I am a good miniatures game player, but I am not a like exceptional one. Especially at games that I don't know intimately. There are games that I know pretty darn well that I could, I can hang with the tough opponents.
Hang with the cool kids.
Yep. But I do not know hardly anything about Horus Heresy. I know what my experiences of playing old 40K tell me, which, while is helpful, is not 100% accurate. What time is it? It's 3:19. Cool.
Yes, sir. We got time.
Oh, I'm curious to see who we might get.
Comes on in here.
I hope we get some people. I love when we have members of our staff come join us. It's a lot of fun. Especially on days like this, like Thursdays. Because it's right before Friday. If somebody doesn't have a ton of stuff to do, they come just hang out and have a good time. And
Yep.
You know,
I bet Jacob will pop his head in here.
Jacob usually does.
Couch guy.
Couch guy. Chair guy. His name is actually Chair Guy.
It's pretty neat. Pretty neato.
You're pretty neato.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Because I'm nice like that. Alright, I think we're going to mask off some part of this tank. And we're going to make it be all...
Make it all special and sparkly.
Special. Irish Rock, are you or anyone in the office going to the Grand Narrative? I'm not familiar with that.
I do not know what that is.
Is that Kyle's thing? Is that his narrative campaign that he runs? If then you might be local or somebody knows? Oh, no, probably not. Kyle does run his own narrative events around the local community, which is super cool that he does that. And I, as I get older, I become a lot more interested in the narrative campaign than I do like grindy competitive games for miniatures. Card games are where I get my my nerdy hardcore like tournament grinding, you know, out of my system. But for stuff like this, I much prefer to just like sit down and have a good time with somebody and like play a game for a couple of hours is generally where I'm at with it. All right, so let's show you guys how to do this. First things first, blue painter's tape. However,
what if I want to use purple painter's tape?
It doesn't matter. Just you don't want to get super sticky stuff. Even then, what you want to do, you want to put it on a piece of clothing first, because that will get some of the sticky off. It'll still be tacky enough to be able to stick to a miniature, but it won't cause problems. I think. Do we just do the back end of this thing? I don't know why I want to do this. I kind of want to do the front strip. That'd be cool. Something like following this line. Yeah, if you've done car painting, you know, I'm actually probably going to let this sit for a minute because I don't want to pull up paint. This is still pretty tacky on the tape. I'll just leave this on my belly for a little bit. Let me see if I can't get some of this. Where's my paintbrush? This one. Yay, this coal block from yesterday is still working.
Oh, man.
You alright over there?
Yeah. Looking at tiny words.
Abiotic Sphinx, did you used to do like model cars?
Welcome, Jade. Hello, hello.
Oh, hi, Jade.
Oh, hey. Oh, hi, Mark.
All right. Hey, Gabe, can you do me a favor?
What
Can
could you
pull
possibly
up
need?
a reference photo?
Yep.
Of one of these Space Marines and throw it on the monitor in front of the ATEM control?
I guess so. And what you want me to? What is the reference?
Sons of Horus Mark 6 Space Marine. Or you can just type Sons of Horus Mark 6. Just go to images. A full body one of the official ones is probably the best. You want to scroll down just a touch. Perfect. I don't think that's an official one, but it'll work. It'll work good.
It works. It works as intended.
Mm-hmm. Painting the butt on this guy. And this guy has cool under armor. The question is, do I do all of their studded shoulder pads in black? I think that would look really good, actually. What do you think, chat? Shall we do it? Everybody's right shoulder or left shoulder pad. This one, painted black. Definitely. We got one definitely. Sure, why not? Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that too. So this is just taking coal black. We're just throwing it over the whole thing. Some of these guys also have the cool plates on top of their head. Nice. Siberian monk. What did you order? If you don't mind sharing. Curious to see what the excitement is all about. Way too much stuff? Well, thank you for your support. We love it. Yeah, some of these guys have like cool like helmet visor cover things, which I'm gonna paint black.
Sup, Gosu?
We got a Gosu. You right over there, buddy?
Yeah.
You should drink some water. That will help.
I cleared my throat, then you cleared my throat, so I had to assert dominance by clearing my throat more.
Can't let it stand like that. Cannot lose to the man.
Gosu, this is the chain smoke stream. No, we don't drink the paint. We smoke it.
Nope. Stop it. You're not allowed to do that, Gabe. We talked about this. Oh my god, this is going to take forever on all these guys. Might have done goofed.
But it'll look so cool, though.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
Source.
it's gonna look so cool.
That's the reason why my voice is so messed up in here.
Siberian Monk said, Pro Acryl Blackwash, Metallic set, Base set, Expansion set number 2. Some of the basing textures. Glaze and wash medium, flesh wash, brown wash, black primer, and white primer. Sounds like a great
This is a great selection of stuff.
Good job.
Also, basing textures are freaking awesome, aren't they, Gabe?
They are.
You guys should see the new short that we just finished.
Well, you can't yet because it's not done.
Yeah.
It's recorded, and I have to edit it.
Well, man, can't we all just get upset at Gabe for not, being fast enough?
Yeah.
Poor Gabe. I give him so much crap. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm actually gonna go grab some water really quick.
Yeah, you want to grab me like a snack or something?
Heck yeah, what do you want? Bruh? Bruh.
Let me get a
Bruh.
Ras Crispy trait.
That's not a snack.
It is absolutely it's a delightful snack.
It's a sweets. You want like a bag of chips or something?
No.
Gosh, man. All right. I'll be back.
Not like I have like dessert every day.
We're dying over here. Send help.
Yeah, it's
You want water?
it's rough. I have water right here. Alright. That's like partially done. This guy going to take forever. I might just do each individual guy from start to finish so I don't go insane. That might be how we do this. Where is Coal Black? Coal Black. Seismic Unseen. These are neither. These are Sons of Horus. Can see all the fancy eye iconography. And my fancy Forge World doors. Look at me. I'm so fancy. I've got Forge World doors. Yay. I actually really like these Forge World doors.
Return of snacks.
Snack. You got one too.
I also got chips.
Doesn't explicitly make it better. Let me refill my wet palette with water too, because it's very dry. There we go.
We back.
We back, everyone. We back. Well,
Guess
more
who's
specifically,
back?
Gabe is back.
Back again.
Oh, you got the Iron Warriors doors? That's dope. Yeah, I have 4 sets of them. Goku. Jeez, Gosu.
That's what it do, Yugi.
I have 2 for each of my Scorpiuses, of which I have 2 of, and then I have 2 more for both of my Rhinos. Oh, dude, you have no idea. I have both. I have okay. I have both Horuses, as you well know, because I got one of them from you actually, which is funny. I have 3 of these Horus Heresy Sons of Horus Dreadnoughts, or the Contemptors. I have 4 sets of the Forge World doors. I have 2 javelins. They're just really, really cool. I have this guy. I have Malagurst, which I didn't show you guys earlier. Oh, this guy looks sweet. I'm really happy with how this guy turned out, to be honest.
I need a pen, so I will be back again.
Jeez, Gabe, you're spending too much time not in here. How dare you? I'm telling on you.
Please don't.
I'm telling on you. You're gonna get in.
Go back to the bin.
Funny. Yeah, did I ever tell you guys the story of why I bought all the Contemptors? So I was at Adepticon, or this was before Adepticon. I really, 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 really wanted the Sons of Horus Contemptors. I had had them in my cart with Forge World 3 or 4 times prior, and I was window shopping and I never hit the purchase button. And then they were like, "Hey, we're retiring these old ones. You can buy them for a limited time before they run out." And then we are never making these again. The minute that I saw that, I committed to buying them. I went on the Forge World website and they were gone. So I couldn't buy them. Yeah, Rut Row is right. I was pissed. I was like, "Are you serious? You guys just posted this yesterday and they're gone." Well, lo and behold, I'm at Adepticon and I'm perusing through the stuff available, and they didn't have these on display. They had other ones from other factions, and I was like, "Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you check and see if you guys have any of the Sons of Horus Contemptor bodies out there? Because I'd love to buy some." And he was like, "How many do you want?" I was like, 3. Because I probably will never run more than 3, but I'll run 3. 3 is cool. I love the Contemptor body. I think it looks fantastic, especially the Sons of Horus one. So the guy goes back, he takes a look, and lo and behold, he finds 3 of them for me. So that guy is a freaking champ. So I have a ton of stuff. I have a absolute crap load of Sons of Horus stuff. Yeah, he turned out really good, Gosu. Yeah, I also agreed that, 3 is probably a good number, so that's why I got the 3. They got nerfed a little bit when they said that you couldn't use you couldn't get the +1 attack from having the second melee weapon. But they're still really good. Now you just take them with actual guns and they can walk across the battlefield shooting stuff and still wallop a big old punch. Alright. Guy number 1. Finito. With the black outline. These guys, me and Jabe, we both play Age of Sigmar.
Yes, sir.
Jabe is a big fan.
You could say that.
Jabe may or may not also be part of a group of fantastic people who play a lot, including Christmas Sushi, and
we don't do that.
And the Philip, he who shall be named Philip, and he whose name is in fact Philip.
Yeah, the new orc models are really cool.
Oh yeah, the new Age of Sigmar stuff?
Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie.
Gloomspite's a good choice.
Look, when they revamp that orc faction that I really like, then I might look at them again. Because let me tell you, I was bummed when I bought into Cruel Boys, and they ended up being real not good.
Yeah.
I was not happy.
No.
I was not a happy Baby J.
Many people weren't very happy.
It's like you get a brand new book, and 2/3 of it is garbage.
Yep. Big sad.
And the other third of it only has one way that it plays. That's not a great place to be. I think they're eventually just going to become 3 separate books, to be honest.
I can see it. For sure.
I think they learned their lesson. They're like, they can't make books that have multiple factions in them and have them be functional super well.
Yeah.
They're doing it again with Cities of Sigmar, and I think they're going to be very not happy with the result. Because Cities of Sigmar is the same thing. It's literally just 3 different factions rolled into one book.
Ugh. Gross.
Like, you can play stuff cross-faction, but a lot of the stuff doesn't, like, do anything for... Like, your buffs don't work on anything other than humans. When you need them to work on, like, humans and elves and dark elves and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
So you're like, what the heck? It's a bummer. It certainly is a bummer.
Cruel Boys accomplished something that no other faction did. Remain the worst faction for 75% of 3rd edition.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough, man. And they've tuned them up, and they're still not great. You know? They're doing okay now, but it's like, how far have we gone to get there? No, I like it a lot. In fact, for the person who asked, here is one of my Cities of Sigmar models that I've been painting up.
Heck yeah, they look so cool.
Yeah, these guys turned out really good. We're on a green kick these days.
Yeah, the green is cool. I'm in on the green. It's a good color.
This is just me, but older and more husky-like. It's a very simple, quick Cities of Sigmar army. We got a couple other guys here too. We got this guy. Using some of our new fluorescent paints. Wink, wink, cough, cough, hashtag soon. And then this guy. That's what I was working on before we came around to working on the heresy stuff. What's up?
Just funny.
You reading through cards over there?
No.
Yes.
No.
Gabe's lying, everybody. Gabe's lying.
Gabe's doing.
We're calling the police.
Gabe's doing secret things.
Yeah, definitely was Cruel Boys. I just think they have the coolest models in all of the orcs, like maybe even all of Age of Sigmar, to be honest. With potentially the exception of the Cities of Sigmar stuff. I think those two releases are my favorite of recent note. I just have a hard time, like, I don't mind playing factions that are not as good as other factions, but I don't like playing factions that just don't work.
That's fair. I don't love playing armies that don't work.
It's a bummer, and it makes me sad when it happens. I'm slowly realizing that these guys don't have a ton of gold on them. You get the, like, shoulder pad studs.
Yeah, I mean, you can make Cruel Boys work, but everyone's expecting it, you know?
They work in one particular way.
Yeah. Go see, that's why I was so excited about Cruel Boys, because I've never, when I started playing Age of Sigmar, I wasn't a fan of their current orcs, because to me, orcs are like what you see in Lord of the Rings.
Same.
And so when they came out with Cruel Boys, I was like, oh my gosh.
These are Lord of the Rings orcs.
These are Lord of the Rings orcs. But they suck. Great models. They're fantastic sculpts. They're very cool.
They're not as cool as the actual Lord of the Rings stuff, though.
No.
I'm gonna be honest, that stuff is still some of my favorite models that Games Workshop makes. And to those of you who have never played the Lord of the Rings game, Battle for Middle-earth, or Middle-earth Battle Strategy game, rather, it is freaking spectacular.
It's a hoot and a half.
It's a hoot and a half.
Yeah. They do look like goofy orcs. I think it's the yellow. To me, it's the yellow.
Well, they're emulated off of 40k orcs, which are freaking bizarre looking.
Yeah. Which I think goofy space orcs work.
Yeah.
But not goofy fantasy orcs.
Correct.
You know?
That I am on board with, 100%.
Yeah, goofy space orcs is hilarious. I'm in on that. That to me it feels like 40k orcs are just like the Gloomspite Gits of 40k.
Interesting.
You know, where they're just kind of goofy. They're just silly. Got a bunch of weird stuff going on. Yeah, exactly. But don't bring that in my fantasy world.
Like literally every single thing that Chris ever makes army-wise.
Goofy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of his armies are goofy.
Yep.
He has furry giants. Furry rock giants. Which is even weirder.
Yeah, this guy, I don't know why we're friends with him. Glues rocks to his miniatures. Oh, hey, Chris.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Hey, there he is.
What's up, dude?
Hey, he be lurking.
Hey.
What's up, Mr. Guy? How's it going?
How long you been listening?
Yeah, how long you been here?
Thanks.
Great to hear from you. Hey, you should hop down and join us on stream. You have googly eyes on the shields. Now that is some level of goofiness that I will accept. You know what? I'm going to paint a little bit of gold on these because I feel like it. feel like I need to do like a full test to see what I want these guys to look like when they're done. I should probably paint this gray first. Taking some dark neutral gray. We're going to use to highlight some of this black. We're also going to do it on the areas that are going to be silver as well. Just doing some edge highlights on the gun casing here.
Your 40K garbage orcs are looking fun.
40K garbage orcs? What do you mean?
Chris is painting up 40K garbage orcs.
Oh, you're painting them now?
Yep.
Why have I not been notified of this, Christmas Sushi? As the resident painting guy, I'm insulted.
Yikes. I would not be one. Kinda. What do you mean, kinda? Right.
What did you say?
He's kit bashing them right now.
Okay, that's acceptable because I know what he's doing. He's making them look like Jason's.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason's orcs are freaking cool. So, I find that to be acceptable-ish.
Ish.
Yeah, I mean, I can't give him the whole, you know.
Got all the bits in today. That's fun.
Not gonna let him get out scot-free. That's just unacceptable.
I'm interested to hear if chat has any niche card games that they really enjoy playing, like trading card games. It's not Magic. What's something that you're like, this game is really cool, but nobody plays it?
Final Fantasy TCG.
That's what I should have done. That would be hilarious. To make a bunch of orcs look like Jason. That's what Wad thought you said. Wad thought you meant that he was making them look like every Monument employee.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Chris, do it.
Sorcery Contested Realm. The WoW TCG.
Where's our neutral gray?
I'll be your Stompa.
I'll be your Stompa.
I'll be your Stompa.
Is it here? No. It'll be right there.
Hey, just saying it like it is,
Where
man.
Is it? It's not here. Neutral gray. We've found it, folks. Never fear. The neutral gray is here.
I have a need.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably use these in 40K.
He heard.
You just wouldn't be able to use like some of the guns that they have because the guns don't exist. But I could use them as like counts as Black Legion or something like that. Although they probably would be better to count as like a actual Space Marine Legion.
Ouch. Sailor Moon TCG. See, that's something I could probably get my wife to play.
There's a Sailor Moon TCG. I mean, I'm not surprised. That's an anime IP.
I mean, I'd be down to play it, but she's a big Sailor Moon fan.
Is she really?
Yeah,
That's funny.
she grew up with it. Chris, that's all I have to say.
I'm working on this silver as well. Kind of building up with the same colors. So this is just dark neutral gray followed by neutral gray currently. I'm using it to edge highlight all the stuff that's going to be black. And then I'm highlighting the stuff that's going to be silver. Because I'm going to go up one more stage or two more stages. Oh, Netrunner. Thank you, Irish Rock. That's the one. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Wad Tomato said it first. But yeah, that game is spectacular. In fact, Gabe, I'm going to get some Netrunner cards printed out for us to play here at the office.
Printed?
Yeah, that game is spectacular.
Hold on.
It is so good. There's a huge community of people who are continuing the game, creating new cards, creating new art,
cool.
and carrying the game forward without anybody involved.
Who was the original?
So, interestingly enough, Wizards of the Coast owns the IP for Netrunner.
Oh,
but it was
you guys
produced
were
by
talking about
Fantasy
this.
Flight Games.
Yeah, you were talking about this.
Yeah.
Right.
And they took the IP back.
Yeah.
So that they couldn't make any more Netrunner.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I'll be honest, if you still have it, you should sell it, Irish Rock. We can just get it printed. Those starter sets are worth a lot of money.
Yep.
I sold all this, like I had almost a full collection. I sold it for like $800 or something.
Thank you for the follow, CR Kalos, whoever you might be. Somebody I don't know. At all. Don't know you one bit. Not even once.
What?
It's definitely not somebody I know.
Oh.
At all.
Who is it? Is it somebody I know?
Yeah.
Is it somebody I know in passing?
No.
Somebody I really know?
No.
No, okay. Is it somebody who I met recently?
Yes.
Okay. Hi. How's it going? It seems that I have met you recently. I actually know who you are.
Could be one of three. You have no idea which
Well,
one.
it's probably just the one. Is it the one?
I don't know what you're saying.
The one that's different than the others? Like the most recent one?
You met three of them.
Like
All
2
at
days ago
once.
recent? Or is this one of the ones
Did you
from last
meet
Friday?
2 days ago.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, no.
Gabe is not paying attention.
No, I know now. No, Friday.
Okay. Then hello, how's it going? Gabe is gonna have to read for me because it's hard for me to read chat while I'm doing this.
I don't read. I can't read, actually. It's a condition.
You should have a different job.
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. That means that my reading is turned off.
Who's turning everything off and closing down the shop?
I think Philip, probably, or Kyle. I can go check, though.
Not a bad idea.
Do I have to go be Jen?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I mean, Jen,
check
Jen.
the front door. Be
they
right back.
gave you the
Straight, they gave me the
stuff.
They didn't give me anything. They just told me lock the doors. Make sure nobody can get out.
Oh, then Kyle's probably locking up.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check.
Kyle's probably doing it. Tell Kyle to come in and hang out. I'm painting stuff that he's like super into.
Oh yeah. I say no, because he's got children.
Yeah. Tell him his children are not his. But wait, no, don't do that. Oh, he ran into somebody when he was heading outside. That's cool. Hello, everyone. Oh, bummer.
No. We're back.
We're back.
Again.
We're alive and kicking. Good night.
Bye.
I'm painting stuff and it looks cool.
Hey, you should come look. It's cool stuff. Now he's intrigued.
Yeah, look at this like sea of models. You're telling me, man.
Kyle's talking trash. He's telling Jordan that he's gonna beat the crap out of him.
I mean, that's definitely gonna happen. But that would happen if he was playing in it. See ya.
ya.
Have a good night. What a nice fella.
What a cool guy.
What a cool cat. What a nice fella.
What a cool kitten.
Cool kitten.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Are you
that.
cool cats and kittens?
Okay.
I hated saying that.
You're
Yeah.
jumping off the deep end there, Gabe.
Told you I can't read. Wow. Jade.
What? Oh gosh.
That caught me off guard. That's great. I love that. That's funny.
Gabe's like, oh my gosh. What the heck? You got Gabe good with that
that's
one.
funny.
I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I think we're just gonna finish this.
Well done, bravo. Good joke.
Well done, bravo.
You made a funny.
Alright, we're gonna finish all of this silver with a little bit of dark ivory. We might mix it with some of this neutral gray.
Oh gosh. This is really going downhill. We're
You're the
going
one who's
downhill
supposed
quick.
to stop them from going crazy, Gabe.
I can't do it. I can't like lock their keyboards. I mean, I could. Technically, I could, but
a lot of things you have the power to do here.
so when I first met Christopher was from we're playing Elder Scrolls Online, and in their guild that they had, there's a rank that was unable to talk in chat. You couldn't trade with other, like, it was like a whole thing where like you couldn't access the bank, you like the group bank, you couldn't do anything except for demoting people.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you could do was just demote people.
Okay.
And that's it. That was the whole thing. The hangman. Only one person was allowed to be the hangman ever. It was very sad.
I'm just bringing up the shine on this metal to make it look good.
Exactly Irish.
Ooh, I totally forgot I'm making spaghetti tonight for dinner. Oh man, I'm so stoked right now. Oh, that sounds so good.
I have no idea what I'm eating for dinner.
Well, that's on you, my dude.
No clue.
Gotta go talk to the other half, my dude.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, make me dinner.
Whoa, I don't think she would appreciate you speaking to her in that fashion. I don't know her well, but I doubt that she would be excited to hear that come out of your mouth.
Yosu was saying, oh, I see Baby J is embracing insanity. NMM 30K armies. That is what almost broke Jason.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm a little crazier than Jason is. And we're gonna do Wish.com non-metallic metal.
Somebody said that. What does Wish.com non-metallic metal mean?
It is okay. Are you familiar with what Wish.com is?
Kind of.
It's like Amazon, sort of.
Okay.
It's you buy cheap stuff, and it's typically knockoffs of other things.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm doing Wish.com style non-metallic metal, which means I am painting budget, kind of not great, but does the job non-metallic metal.
Gotcha. I see.
It's the non-metallic metal that you do to get it done, because you know.
Because you know, you want to get it done.
Correct. See, he knows what's up. Ish. Alright. That's not so bad. Some pure yellow oxide. So we're doing my typical recipe for gold on this army right now, which is dark golden brown, followed by 50-50 yellow ochre and dark golden brown, yellow ochre, and then yellow ochre plus pale yellow. So it's kind of those three colors. Well, typically I do start with mahogany first, and then I go into those other colors. But yeah. On something like these rivets, we don't need anything quite that Fancy schmancy. Now we got the pale yellow. Blurp. This I'm just going to take a little bit pure pale yellow. And we're just going to dot these guys up. Alright. We got the gold rivets. We can like do the eyes and do a little bit brighter on this silver here. Get that shine to come through. We're just doing that. Ooh, and then we gotta paint the red plume. Heck yeah. This isn't looking too bad. Just need some weathering and some decal on this guy. He's pretty close to being good right there. Do his eyeballs. Let me get the burnt. Ooh, do we want to? Okay, here's the next question. I think I'm gonna start with dark burgundy and work my way up to bold pyro red for these guys. Because I definitely want a little bit more of like a subdued red on the plumes. Also might do like the stock where the plume connects to the helmet in gold too. I was thinking about doing that. We'll see what it looks like when it's just black first with the plume. I think I'm already deciding that I'm going to go with that gold. It just, I don't know about you guys, but it feels like these guys need a little bit more gold on them. Yeah, Wad Tomato, shush. Remember, this is also just the test model. The other ones will be faster. I hope. Once they're done, though. There's that. You know?
Nobody came in here.
I know.
What the heck, man?
I'm really sad about this.
What the hey? Even Jacob.
I know. You should go and see if anybody's still there.
Yeah, I'll go harass the fools.
I'm gonna be so sad if everyone just jet right after work. I'd be so sad. On our lonesome? My goodness. Let's see here. Finished painting Black Swan, painted up Moon Knight before stream, and you've got off until Sunday. That's gotta be awesome. Heck yeah, Tim. What you got planned for your fancy schmancy weekend? Anything fun in particular? Wow. Cold-blooded. Is Kyle even still here?
Nope. One's here.
Oh. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I.
See, that's when now the party starts. We're throwing a party, everybody.
Now that everybody's gone, it begins.
We got paint drinking. We got.
Oh my gosh! No. Mm-mm. No.
No.
No. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Oh. Okay. I don't hate what's happening right now. Let's get tore up on paint. We're not gonna do that.
Good.
We don't get tore up on paint around here. Gabe.
That's what you think.
Doing a little bit more edge highlighting on the black with this bright neutral gray. Felt like it just needed a little something to brighten it up a touch. This guy needs one of those washes so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, wad tomato.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all are too much. Y'all are too much.
That's awesome. I like the energy.
Jason leaves for 2 hours. Y'all start going crazy.
Before the weather starts to turn? See, I can't go take a bike ride right now until the weather starts to turn.
Yeah, that's true. Otherwise, I would be dead.
Yeah, otherwise, I might collapse from heat stroke.
You'd probably be in the hospital.
Yeah.
Remember, we live in an unforgiving place where people die every year from sun exposure. Man, now I feel like the green needs highlighting. We're gonna let the process be the process. We're gonna let the process be the process.
It's very true, Jade. Very true.
I'm trying to get in here and get some of these little ting-tings on the helmet. Oh my gosh, it's 4:24 already.
I know. Crazy. Crazy, crazy.
So I wonder if I do some edge highlights with these guys, that what it would look like. If I took like pure faded green. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like, chat. Let us see. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty nice, Gabe.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Although this is going to add a freaking gajillion steps onto every single other model. Like, okay, go do all the edge highlights for all those models. You know, like do them all on the. Yeah, every time I'm like, man, I really want to have a really nice army, and then I start like digging into it like this, and I'm just like, oh, man. Sometimes you just gotta make it happen.
Is what they say.
That is what they say, or something.
Sometimes you just gotta do it and make it done. You know?
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I know all too well. All too well. Do you think you're scaring your husband, Jade? Poor Chuck. So, Gabe.
Yep.
How do you feel about sci-fi TV shows?
Sci-fi TV shows.
Yeah.
Mm,
Where do you sit on the
not
on the
generally
television?
something that I like choose to watch.
Do you consume television on a somewhat regular basis?
Not really.
Interesting.
Yeah. Not a whole lot.
Not for you.
Yeah, just not like something I. That's something I choose to do. I've got so much other stuff to pick from, you know?
Yeah.
What the hey, man?
What the hey, man. All right. I think I do need to give this guy one of the not oil washes just to see what it looks like when it's like done. Because I'm like trying to figure out if I like it or not. I also should probably finish the eyes too. Grab orange. And some yellow. Get the plume done, get the helmet done. Because if I can get this guy done and he looks good, then I can, finish all the rest of them and just be like, cool, they'll look good when they're done, and not worry about it. But we gotta see what this stuff all looks like first. Do you like this red? Using Bold Power Red and Dark Burgundy mixed is really nice.
That is a nice color.
Creates this like really nice rich, like deep red, almost like crimson, but not quite. And we just build it up all the way to the Bold Power Red. Have you played any Age of Sigmar lately, Gabe?
Yeah, it's been a little bit. Been on that magic kick.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't heard you guys talking about
We've
it.
also been playing a lot of one-page rules lately.
Oh,
One-page
yeah,
rules
these
is
guys
really
have been
fun.
getting nerdy with one-page rules.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good time. We have fun.
Marco Frazzoni raiding.
Heck yeah.
What's up, Raiders? How's it going?
Big ol' raid.
Hope you guys had a great stream so far. And welcome. We are working on my very sizable...
Well, he's working on his very...
I
I'm
say
here.
yeah, I say I am working on.
I'm just chilling.
We got a bunch of stuff that's like done-ish. Using our not oil wash to weather these guys up a bit. But these guys are... I'm about to use it right now, actually, on this guy.
Oh, you're about to see some magic.
Yeah, I gotta do the eyes, but we're gonna turn this into this.
Yep. And for those of you who don't know, we are the magical creators of Acryl.
Mm-hmm.
We make cool paint. We make cool stuff. And we have something new in the works. Our not oil wash,
It's fancy.
which is hashtag coming out soon. It's cool. It is magical. And when Jordan shows you the process,
The mystical
he can explain a little bit more about
capabilities.
what it is.
Yeah, I mean, basically what it is it's a medium, it's a medium that we've created that gives you a significantly longer working time on your paints.
Heck yeah.
So, when doing an oil wash, one of the big problems that we don't like is that you have to use a lot of harsh chemicals like mineral spirits and things like that to get your hold on, my stuff is not working, to thin down and remove the wash that you've applied. This stuff is non-toxic acrylic medium that you can add any of our paints to, and it goes on really thick, so you can't thin it down quite in the same way, but it smears off and pulls away just like an oil wash does, because it has a significantly longer open time than your traditional paint does. It's open for about 15 to 20 minutes before it completely cures, which for those of you who've been around paint for a long time is a long time for paint. So we're gonna mix some of that up here real quick for this guy, because we want to do a little test. I want to see if I want to add any other weirdness to this guy before I start kind of batch painting all of these guys together. It's like an acrylic paint retarder, but it's more powerful. It's more of like a gel than that is, or it's less of a gel, it's more of a paint. Eventually, we're gonna use it on this guy, but I gotta get that kind of mixed up, and I gotta finish some stuff like the red and the gun on this guy first. But this is the test. So we're gonna grab.
You're about to see it
couple
live.
things.
You're about to see it live right now.
Yeah, I'm going to grab this. I'm going to grab a little sponge, because I need to do a little bit of weather on this guy first.
Pretty
How was the
cool.
stream, Marco? Did you guys have a good time? Get a lot of work done on your box art? Where is Dark Umber? I have too many paints over here.
They're asking if you can show off the mix that you do.
I am, yeah. I just want to put a little bit of weathering on this first before I do that, because I don't want to... It's like the last step that you do after weathering. And I'm already going to do this after the... or before doing the...
I'm gonna zoom out a little bit.
Yeah. Ooh, there we go. Thank you.
This is just weathering. He's just taking a sponge.
Yeah, this is just a little sponge weathering on this guy.
What color did you use for the...
This is Dark Umber.
Okay. Looks cool.
And we're just doing this real quick, just kind of getting it on there. Like I said, this is going to be a demo, like practice model for it, so I'm not super worried about getting everything to be perfect, especially since these are just going to be
Chaff
tabletop guys. I don't want to spend a gajillion years on them. So, gonna just get that all. Yeah, that like works for me.
Cool. That looks cool.
Yeah, just a little bit of weathering on there. Oh, you plan to finish it on your next stream? Awesome. That's what, Sunday, right, Marco? Is your next stream day? Did you do what, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday? Is that right? All right. So we've got our medium here. Pour a little bit into our mixing cup.
Ooh, super secret medium.
Now, it's not going to come in a jar like this. It'll come in one of our big 120 sized bottles.
Heck yeah.
But we want to take some transparent brown.
Why are you doing transparent brown?
Because the warmth of the brown in conjunction with the greens that we have will turn it from being this kind of like cool green to the warmer greens.
Why are you doing a transparent rather than a light or dark umber?
The idea is so that it doesn't sit as heavy on the miniature and it applies more of a filter.
So what you're saying is that transparency mixed with this medium is a game changer.
We're throwing in 1 drop of the black.
Using all transparents, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, black transparent. Let me find my mixing brush, which is around here somewhere. There it is. It's under everything. And we're just going to mix it up.
Move up a little bit. Goopy time.
And it's all goopy. Might actually add just a touch more. Brown. And then a touch more black. I put it around here somewhere. Oh, there it is.
So you're doing a drop of each?
It ended up being 2 drops of each.
Cool.
Kind of playing with how much I want to put in there. Marco, have you ever used any of the like enamel, like all over, like grime type stuff? It kind of functions very similarly to that as far as how you apply it. Because you literally just smash it on the model.
Look how scary that is. Watching that's just terrifying. It's like, oh no, all that work.
Very similar to it, yeah.
It looks
except instead of it being an already pre-made like effect, you can mix whatever colors you want into it. So if you want like a really heavy, like earthy color with a little bit of coolness to it, you can add a little bit of blue, or you can add a little bit of like Payne's gray, something like that. Or if you want it to be really brown, you can adjust the mix to whatever you prefer. But it's also completely 100% acrylic. So it's all a water-based acrylic paint. So you can thin it a little bit as well if you like.
Yeah, but no mineral spirits or
no mineral spirits and all that stuff.
Not huffing chemicals.
Yep. Which is the big thing, right?
Yeah.
We wanted to have something that has this kind of effect without, requiring you to use crazy chemicals and stuff. So what I like to do is I pull it down as I wipe away.
And that's just are you even using a damp sponge or is just...
No, this is just a dry makeup sponge.
Dang. Wad said you missed a spot.
Oh, Wad. So I take it off like this.
Yeah. It's cool. I think there was one day where Jason was using this, right? And
Yeah.
There was one spot where he had missed, so he took a wet brush and just like erased it.
Yep.
It was just gone.
Well, that's the cool thing too. It's water soluble, so you can mix it. You can thin it with your brush while it's on the model. You can be really, really specific with how you remove the excess material by getting your brush involved, right? You get in there and you can get really, really nice, smooth applications for it by using your brush to pull it off. Now, this is a lot faster using the makeup sponge, but the nice thing too is I have the little tip on the makeup sponge so I can get it into these kind of crevices that I want to pull it away from.
Yeah, it's just pretty much the same as removing an oil wash. You just don't have to use all the mineral spirits. You just use a sponge, and if you miss a spot and it can't, it's dried, then you can just take a wet brush and erase it. That looks great.
So yeah, I think that's gonna work great for what I want to do it.
How are you gonna do the bases?
Huh?
How are you gonna do the bases?
Honestly, I was thinking about doing the snow.
That'd be sick. I'm in on that.
I was thinking about doing snow.
Look at that. And you were telling me that it was gonna be lame. You were telling me it was gonna be lame, and it was so sick.
Yeah.
Is there an advantage or difference between this and a water-based stain
Yes.
that you would use for woodwork? I assume this is formulated for plastic specifically, or at least for going over acrylics.
No, I mean it is acrylic. It's an acrylic paint, right? So it'll go over anything that an acrylic paint will go over. The benefit of using this stuff over something like a water-based stain is that you get more working time and less surface tinting with this. Now, if I gave this a gloss varnish ahead of me doing this, it would be less stained than it is now. But I really want that staining effect to come through. And the nice thing is the less of the color that you mix in, the paint that you mix into that medium, the less staining you will get. Right? So this is pretty heavy. This is pretty light application. It still defines all the recesses. I did this one last night. Yeah. Yeah. Tasserith, you can. Absolutely. And thank you, Captain Tucker, for the follow.
Yeah, that follow.
Yeah, we're definitely working on this very heavily right now, and it will be out soon.
Hashtag soon.
Hashtag soon. But I know, if Marco, you're still here, I know how much you like to use oil washes on all your stuff, especially for speed painting. This is a really kind of neat alternative that you can use. That's really fun. And then if I pull out my paintbrush here.
You zoom in a little bit so you can see the.
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in. Just getting my paintbrush damp real quick. So I'm gonna get in right here. I'm gonna damp this top part here. So try and remove some of that excess staining. Feather it out. And then I can remove more with just the water and the paintbrush. So yeah, that is the goal.
Gosu asked what your workup was for highlighting the black and bolter and shoulder guard. Black on the bolter and the shoulder guard. Sorry if you answered earlier.
Yeah. No, you're good. It is, so it's coal black, followed by dark neutral gray, and then neutral gray. And then to do the final like sharp highlights, I did a touch of bright neutral gray. But very small amounts of it. Bots to Beasts. Will we also be releasing a paint range that instantly produces shading and highlights with the same coat of color? I'm assuming that you're talking about something like contrast paints or speed paints. We do not currently plan on it. The main reason why is we already create a medium, or with our glaze and wash medium, that will let you get that same effect with any of our paints. Especially with our transparents, which they're particularly good at doing that for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Marco, that's 100% correct. It's one of my favorite things about it. It really just like pulls everything together. But the other cool thing about this stuff is that because it's acrylic, I want to paint on top of it. I don't have to wait until it's completely dry. I can just paint right on top of it.
Aw, snap. We're not letting it sit overnight. Same stream.
And I can even blend other paint into it if I really want to. Yeah, the Bots to Beasts, I used the transparent paints or the glaze and wash medium pretty extensively when I was working on here, I'll grab the model really quick.
Bots to Beasts, we have our base set is 24 colors. It's pretty sweet. Comes with a lot of different stuff. Some of our main colors are in it.
So when I painted this guy, I used almost exclusively glaze and wash medium, our washes, and our transparents to create all the colors on here. I definitely went back in and did a little bit of finishing work, but between that, dry brushing, and the transparent mixes to create those like contrast-like effects, I painted this in like 7 hours. From just zenithal highlight. So they're really, really, really good at doing that sort of thing. Yeah, Slowik, transparents are not actually contrast paints. What they are is they are a single pigment, completely transparent paint. Meaning that they paint just like regular paint does, but they're full intensity. So let me grab a transparent, I'll just grab a transparent brown because I have it out right now. So if I were to grab some transparent brown right out of the pot, do I have something I can paint on really quick? Let me grab some. I don't have anything good to paint on right now. Oh yeah, dude. So like on this shoulder pad, I'll zoom in. So you can see this is no thinning right out of the bottle. You can see how intense the color is, but that they're completely transparent. You can see all the color underneath. It just tints the surface. Mm-hmm. So if I take some of that and I apply it to here.
Oh, Wad beat me to it. Yeah, you can, Bots of Beast, you can go to that link to find a local game store that has it. You're definitely more than welcome to order it from us online, but definitely check out that link to see if there's anybody near you. You can go pick it up ASAP pronto.
We can create a nice glaze that keeps that highlight from underneath, but it just darkens it a little bit and it changes the color just a touch. So they're great for They're great for filtering. They're great for making washes. They're great for making like contrast or speed paint equivalents, right? But they're also great for mixing into other colors. They're fantastic for mixing into metallics. I use the transparent brown to mix with our where is it? Where's that gold? Gold. I have too many paints out on my desk right now. It's making this really, really difficult. Where's rich gold?
Yeah, Bots, definitely check out our base set, and then we do have a build your own set bundle deal. You can pick your own colors, and then our metallic set is also really, really good. I mean, they're all good, but those two particularly are.
So this is what our rich gold looks like normally. It's really nice rich gold. And then if I want something that's a little bit more weathered or darker, richer, and deeper in color, I mix a little bit of transparent brown into it. And you get that second color. And it retains all of the sheen
because it's just
from the metallic
over it.
Because it's just adding more transparent paint to the metallic.
Heck yeah.
So they're absolutely killer for using with metallics or mixing into other paints to adjust the color a little bit. They will also help you get a nice transparent layer. So if you want to mix them into another color and you want to do like glazing with them, they're really great for that. Yeah, they're freaking awesome. They are unironically my favorite like segment of paints that we sell in the entire range. And I use them on every single painting project that I work on.
Slavic, that is the exact same feeling I had when I first found Pro Acryl. I was like, why the heck did I spend all this money on other paints and other brushes and other stuff? I wish I just found Pro Acryl.
Yeah, we do get that a lot, but we're trying to share all the cool things that we have with everybody else. Because we're a bunch of nerds that work here. So Jason and I, specifically Jason, because Jason's the one who created Pro Acryl, he only makes stuff that he likes and that he wants to see exist. So, and he and I have been painting, between the two of us for like 60 some odd years. And he knows what he wants. And he finds the stuff that doesn't exist, and he's like, I'm just going to make that. So that's kind of the philosophy. We just make cool stuff that we want to see exist, and we just take it, and we make it, and we're like, hey, this stuff's cool, you guys should buy it. Yeah, bots to... That's funny, bots. Yeah, I mean, ask whatever questions you have. I mean, that's part of the reason that we do this stream every day, is for you guys to come in and ask these kinds of questions. Because, I mean, I have the whole line right here. I can show you guys whatever you want. You will have the opportunity to see everything in action. I don't actually think this guy was supposed to have gold trim on his armor. I think he's supposed to have like black trim.
So bots, all of our paint can be put straight into an airbrush.
Yep.
No need to do anything to it. Just there's two paints that you do need to thin down, which are our heavy bodies.
Yeah, we have a heavy titanium white and a heavy warm white.
But everything
Those
else,
paints are designed to be thicker and will not go through an airbrush without thinning. Every other paint that we make is thin enough consistency to spray right through an airbrush with no thinning. Obviously, they will absolutely take thinning in whatever capacity that you want to thin them, but yeah, you don't have to at all. I generally don't. Jason and I don't thin our paints usually when we're painting on stream.
I don't either.
I've been doing it for this project only because I'm spraying for longer periods of time.
Recommended pressure setting or needle size?
We use a 0.3 and a 0.2.
Our airbrushes come with a 0.2, right?
They come with a 0.3.
They come with 0.3. Okay.
Yeah.
I use 0.3.
We have a 0.2 kit that you can buy for them.
Yeah. And then what you usually do, like 30 psi?
28.
28.
Yeah, 25, 28, somewhere in there is good generally. Gotta kind of find what works best for you generally, but we find that that range works well for the vast majority of people.
Yep. Yeah, and if you do have an airbrush, we also have primer that goes in airbrushes.
Yep, we do make primer. We make 5 different colors of primer. We have a black, white, dark neutral gray, a black brown, and a dark camo green.
Yeah, definitely goes to. Depending on where you're at, you might find different result. We are here in Phoenix where it gets pretty dry, so you may need to do a little thinning if you live in somewhere that's a little bit more humid, but generally you can put it right in the airbrush. But it may, also look for the effect that you're looking for, right? Like if you'd rather it not go on,
if you want a thinner, more transparent consistency when you're applying it with an airbrush, then absolutely use thin it a little bit for sure, because you will get better results with that. Absolutely. Just putting some final highlights on this because I actually do want to try out that not oil wash on this today, I think.
It is 5 o'clock.
Oh, is it 5 o'clock? Maybe we'll do that tomorrow then. Because I have some stuff that I gotta go do at 5:15. So if it's 5 o'clock, that means it's closing time, everybody.
Closing time.
Oh my gosh. Thank you everybody for hanging out. It's been an absolute blast.
But you can't
we've been
here.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you're lucky that Jason's not here because he will be so mad. Yeah, you guys have been great. Don't forget, we'll do an outro real quick. Don't forget, we stream 5 days a week. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier. On Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we stream from 12 to 2. That's typically our lunchtime stream. And this is all time specific. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, like today, we stream from 2 to 5. We're going to put a couple of links here in the chat for you guys. The first one is going to be the store link. It's where you can find all of the fantastic paints that we make. All the Acryl paints, all the hobby supplies, the airbrushes, the glaze and wash medium, the tools, all that stuff. It's a great place to find that. If you take a look at the FLGS link, it's a great place for you to find local stores around you that will sell our product as well. We partner with over 200 stores around the world to carry our product in store.
Heck yeah, we do.
Especially around other parts of the world where it's a lot more expensive to ship stuff from here to. It's a great way to use the FLGS to find a local store to save you some money. We distribute to many different places around the world, so There are some places generally local to you to find some. Our Discord also is a fantastic place to hang out. It's got thousands of fantastic artists on it, just like you guys. All just hanging out, talking paint, having a good time. It's a great community. We love hanging out there and chatting with everybody. Go ahead and stay for the raid. We're going to find somebody to pass you guys off to. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. And we will see you tomorrow at 12.
Peace out, guys.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. No, Wad. No.